In the depths of night, when shadows dance and whispers echo, a chilling tale unfolds. Prepare yourself for the haunting legend of the shifting shadows. Nestled in the heart of small-town America, a sinister secret lurks in the forgotten corners. For generations, locals have passed down stories of an abandoned street where reality bends and darkness comes alive. They say it began decades ago, on a moonless night when the very fabric of our world tore open. As twilight fades and stars emerge, the shadows on this cursed street begin to move of their own accord. They twist and writhe, defying the laws of nature and sanity alike. Those brave enough to venture near speak of inky tendrils that reach out, hungry for human essence. But beware, for the true horror lies in what happens when you look too long. The elders warn, if you dare to gaze into the shifting darkness, your own shadow may break free from its earthly tether, and once it leaves, you will never truly be yourself again, a piece of your soul forever lost to the voracious night. Into this realm of whispered fears and urban legends step a group of college friends, their youthful skepticism a shield against the unknown. They've heard the tales, dismissed them as local superstition meant to keep outsiders at bay. With cameras in hand and bravado in their hearts, they set out to debunk the myth of the shifting shadows. As dust settles over the abandoned neighborhood, our intrepid explorers make their way down crumbling sidewalks. Broken windows stare like hollow eyes, and decaying walls cast long shadows that seem to beckon them deeper into the gloom. The air grows thick with anticipation, a palpable weight pressing down on their chests. At first, nothing seems amiss. The friends laugh nervously, panning their cameras across empty streets and overgrown yards. But as true night falls, an unsettling change creeps in. Shadows begin to stretch and distort, moving in ways that defy explanation. The group falls silent, unease replacing their earlier bravado. One of them, a tall boy with shaggy hair, suddenly freezes. His eyes widen in horror as he realizes his shadow no longer mirrors his movements. It stands stock still while he trembles, a dark silhouette divorced from its owner. Panic rises in his throat, but before he can cry out, something even more terrifying occurs. A girl with long, dark hair shines her flashlight at a nearby wall, illuminating what should be their collective shadows. But instead of familiar outlines, they see a nightmarish sight. Her shadow, distinct from the others, has turned to face the group. A wide, unnatural grin splits its featureless face as it stares back at them with eyeless malice. The girl's scream shatters the night, echoing off abandoned buildings and sending a flock of startled crows into the air. As if in response, whispers begin to emanate from the darkness around them. Soft at first, then growing in volume and urgency. We are waiting, we are hungry, ... join us, ... The friends huddle together, flashlight beams dancing wildly as they try to make sense of the impossible. But the true horror is yet to come. As the hands of their watches tick inexorably towards midnight, an otherworldly energy builds in the air. Static electricity crackles along their skin, raising goosebumps and setting hair on end. At the stroke of 12, all hell breaks loose. Every shadow on every surface begins to writhe and twist with violent intensity. Inky tendrils whip through the air, grasping at clothing and skin. The friends scream and stumble, desperate to escape the nightmare unfolding around them. In the chaos, one of them is caught. The boy with shaggy hair lets out a blood-curdling shriek as his own shadow, now fully animate, grabs him by the ankles. Before anyone can react, he's dragged towards the nearest wall, his body stretching and distorting as if being pulled through a dark mirror. In an instant, he vanishes, swallowed by the writhing darkness. The silence that follows is deafening. Panic takes hold as the remaining friends scramble to flee. But escape proves impossible. The street that led them in has vanished, replaced by an impenetrable wall of shifting shadows. Inky blackness closes in from all sides, hungry mouths forming in the darkness, reaching out with grasping tendrils. One by one, the friends are taken. Their screams echo briefly before being swallowed by the insatiable night. As the last of them struggles against the encroaching darkness, a final chilling whisper fills the air. Welcome home, ... When dawn breaks over the sleepy town, all is quiet once more. The abandoned street looks much as it always has, crumbling, forgotten, unremarkable. But those who know where to look might notice something different. On the weathered walls and broken windows, new shadows have appeared. They stand motionless, frozen in poses of terror, their outlines hauntingly familiar to those who knew the missing friends. And so the legend of the shifting shadows grows. Another chapter added to its dark history, another warning for those foolish enough to doubt its power. For in this small corner of America, the night holds secrets best left undisturbed. And when darkness falls, it's best to keep your eyes forward and your shadow close, lest you, too, become part of the whispered tales told only in the dead of night.